swimmers, unless perhaps he is the ear.
I can't come talk to you in the morning. I have to go outside and look for something with Dickon.
Who's Dickon?
He's Martha's brother. He's my friend.
If you go outside with that Dickon, instead of coming here to talk to me, I'll send him away.
You can't send Dickon away.
I can do whatever I want. If I were to live, this entire place would belong to me someday, and they all know that.
You little Raja. If you send Dickon away, I'll never come into this room again.
I'll make you. They'll drag you in here.
I won't even look at you. I'll stare at the floor.
You are a selfish thing.
You're more selfish than I am. You're the most selfish boy I ever saw.
I'm selfish because I'm dying.
You just say that to make people feel sorry for you. If you're a nice boy, it might be true, but you're too nasty to die.
No! Don't go. It's just that the storm scares me so that if I were to sleep, I'm afraid I might not wake up.
Then close your eyes, and I will do what my ayah used to do in India. I will pat your hand and stroke it and sing something quite low.
And I have such terrible dreams.
I had bad dreams, too. Last night I dreamed about my father. Only he had a slump on his back like your father. When he turned around, he was your father.
Some nights I dream that a round-shouldered man comes in my room on a beam of moonlight. He never says what he wants. He just sits with a book in his hands. And then I dreamed that the round-shouldered man took me off on a ride through the moors by moonlight. He never said where we'll go. We just ride across the hills till dawn. And some night I'm going to ask him, is the night sky black or blue? I know the answer's in his book of all that's good and true.
No wonder you have bad dreams. The shadows in this room are so strange.
And once I dreamed that the round-shouldered man took my hand and we walked to a secret garden. I heard my father speak my name as we sat in the crook of a broken tree. And some night I think you should ask him how the old moon turns new. I know the answer's in his book of all that's good and true. I'm sure the answer's in his book of all that's good and true.
Colin, I just realized we're cousins.
Mary Lennox, you foolish child.
I was afraid of something like this. He must have his rest. She's been in here. How could I hope to succeed with him if my orders are not followed?
But she refuses to obey.
Cousin, stop crying. What is that infernal wailing?
Mary Lennox.
The servant's roll. The cholera.
You see what you've done? You're never to
I
see
could
Colin
have sent
again.
you away while there was still time.
Exactly what you deserve, letting us so each run in the street.
But, sir,
The one
how
rule you
are
were
we to get
doing,
the
you have
round of the dead
violated.
in bringing flames? Stop hiding from the giants and everything alive! Come in your terrible storm, shaking the souls of the dead, waking the floor in the fort, shaking the roof overhead. Not since I was a child, what have I been?
Mistress Mary, quite contrary, how does your garden grow? Well, she said, see the lilies dead, dig it up and out you go.
Mistress Mary, quite contrary, how does your garden grow?
What the fuck, she cried, see my rose has died, dig it up and out you go.
Mistress Mary, quite contrary, how does your garden grow? Oh, it's dry, she wails, see the iris sails, dig it up and out you go.
Mistress Mary, quite contrary, how does your garden grow?
And an early frost now is gone, it's lost, dig it up and out you go. It's a maze of ways. It's a maze of stars. It's a maze of ways to lead a soul astray. This very quite contrary. How does the garden flow? When the air across the stormy flow, pick it up and down you go. Go out you go, out you go.
I need a place where I can go, where I can whisper what I know, where I can whisper who I like, and where I go to see them. I need a place where I can hide, where no one sees my life inside, where I can make my plans and write them down so I can read them. A place where I can bid my heart be still, and it will mind me. A place where I can go when I am lost, and there I'll find me. I need a place to spend the day, where no one says to go or stay, where I can take my pen and draw the girl I mean to be.
High on the hill sits a big old house with something wrong inside it. Spirits haunt the halls and make no effort now to hide it. And the master hears the whispers on the stairways dark and still, and the spirits speak of secrets in the house upon the hill.
Archie? Archie, you must tell me what we are to do with Mary. She goes where she wants to go, does what she wants to do. I cannot hope to succeed with Colin's treatment if she continues to sneak into his room and disturb him. You must send her away before she undoes everything we have tried to do.
I can't send her away, Neville. She has no one on the earth but me. Can't you keep her outside? She likes the gardens, I believe.
What are you doing, Archie?
I'm leaving, Neville. You have things well in hand
Well
here.
in hand. Haven't you heard anything I've said?
And last night, I dreamed. I walked through the maze to Lily's garden. and I saw Lily and Mary standing there. Mary standing right there in Lily's garden. I turned away. I couldn't watch. I was afraid.
Why can't he say what he wants? Why must he speak in dreams? Why can't he see what he wants? To disappear it seems. He should send this haunted girl far away. Leave the house and lands to me.
I watched them walk around the garden. She stood tall, grown strong and bold. Then they turned and asked my pardon. I couldn't speak, my heart grown
Why can't he see what he wants?
cold.
He wants the past undone. Why can't he know what he wants? He's losing battles won. To have never loved her, never known how complete a loss can be. If she could disappear, he'd start again and live like other men. He could be happy then. If she disappear, he could be free, cut off from pain and loss, a bit like me.
Lily, you can't marry this Archibald. He's a gloomy, miserable cripple who hides himself away in that horrible house. You said it yourself. He can't believe you love him, and neither can I.
No one is asking for your approval, Rose.
If you don't care about yourself, think about your children. Do you want your children to be crippled as well?
I will marry him.
I can arrange what he wants.
Don't do this.
He's left it all to me.
Don't wed him.
Now he can have what he wants.
Don't bet him.
Unfettered he will
Don't
be.
do
Set
this.
him
Set
free to
him
wander
free
through the world. Let him go his lonely way.
And then I long to join them, know the peace they feel, their journey done. Then I will once more without them, new and wander on. And on
I swear I'll never see
Just to disappear and to be free. Cut off from pain.
Cut off from pain.
Cut off from pain.
Cut off from pain.
I hate this girl and start again. And live like other men. He could be happy then. Just to disappear and to be free.
I shan't be gone long. Perhaps just till the autumn.
And Mary?
I'll write her a note from Paris.
You wouldn't be sending her away, Archie. Only giving her the education she deserves. I feel quite certain that Albert and Rose wouldn't want the girl to grow up just wandering around.
Yes, I see. Well, then, perhaps you should look into a few schools. Someplace she could learn to sing would be pleasant. I'll leave it all in your hands, Neville. Now, I'll go looking on Colin.
See that you don't wake him.
In 10 years, have I ever awakened the boy?
I'll gather the staff so you can say goodbye.
For God's sake, Neville, just let me slip away. I'm sorry. Tell them whatever you always tell them.
And a man can dream of a simple life, husband, child, and wife, love and faith all round.
Then a man must wake, stand and greet the day, see what comes his way, feet upon the ground.
There's a man who no one sees. There's a man who lives alone. There's a heart that beats in silence for the life he's never known.
Now let's see. When we left off last night, the hideous dragon had carried the maid to his cave by moonlight. He gnashed his teeth, he breathed his fire. The heath quaked, and we trembled in fear. I said, someone must save the sweet raven-haired maiden, though surely the cost will be steep. So we lads all drew lots, our insides tied in knots, and I won, and the rest went to sleep. So I picked up my staff, and I followed the trail of his smoke to the mouth of the cave. And I bid him come out. Ye forsooth I did shout, ye fool dragon, begone, or behave. And then under my breath I uttered a charm, said to make the worst fiend become kind. Knaves and knights of dire plights now diminish his sights, and it worked, and the dragon went blind. And he charged off the cliff howling mad, and he died, and the maiden accepted my ring. And then you came along, and were brave, bold, and strong, and in thanks every night now I sing. Race you to the top of the morning, come sit on my shoulders and ride. Run and hide, I'll come and find you. Climb hills to remind you I love you, my boy at my side. Now another foul dragon's appeared. I must leave you. He's scorching our land with his breath. From his lair, this one taunts me, he dares me, he haunts me. Once again, we must fight to the death. Would to God I could stay and instead slay your dragon, this beast who sits hunched on your back. Would God I could wrench him away from your bed, or cut off or tear off his terrible head. Could breathe out my fire on him till he was dead, or beg him to spare you and take me instead. As it is, I must leave you in care of my brother, the wizard who lives on the hill, who has promised his art will soon pierce through the heart of this dragon that's keeping you ill. And I know that your mother, God bless her, would want you to do as he says and grow strong. And you know that as soon as I can, I'll return. So be brave, son, and know that I long to race you to the top of the morning. Come sit on my shoulders and ride. Run and hide, I'll come and find you. Climb hills to remind you I love you. I love you. My boy at my side.
Come along, love, come fly away, fly along, come along, fly away home. Come along, love, you've come a long way, you've flown all the day, come fly away home.
It's a maze of garden, it's a maze of woods, meant to lead a man astray. Take a left and then turning left again, so as soon may find the way.
Hey, up, hello there, Mary.
Yep, hello there.
But why are you in such a bad temper, Mary? You're weary of looking for the key.
No, I found the key.
You did? So I see. You're weary of looking for the door, then.
I'm not weary, Dick, and I found the door, too. The garden is dead.
No.
It is, it's all dead.
Well, lots of things what looks dead is just biding their time. Now, you tell me exactly what you saw.
It's cold and gray. The trees are gray. The earth is gray, and there's this clanky kind of haze over everything.
Like a body were in a dream.
It's the most forgotten place I've ever seen. With loose gray branches looped all around the trees like ropes. Or snakes and dead roots and leaves all tangled up on the ground. So still and cold.
But did you take a real close look at anything? Did you scrape away a bit of the bark and have a real look at anything? Mary, the strongest roses will fair thrive on being neglected if the soil is rich enough. They run all wild and spread till they're a wonder.
You mean it might be alive? But how can we tell?
Oh, I can tell if a thing is wick.
Wick. I've heard Ben say wick.
When a thing is wick, it has a life about it. Maybe not a life like you and me. But somewhere there's a secret streak of green inside it. Now come and let me show you what I mean. Come. When a thing is wick, it has a light around it. Well, maybe not a light that you can see, but hiding down below, a spark's asleep inside it, just waiting for the right time to be seen. You clear away the dead parts so the tender buds can form. Loosen up the earth and let the roots get warm. Let the roots get warm. When a thing is wick, it has a way of knowing when it's safe to grow again, you will see. When there's sun and water sweet enough to feed it, it will climb up through the earth a pale new green. You clear away the dead parts so the tender buds can form. Loosen up the earth and let the roots get warm. Let the roots get warm. Come a mild day, come a warm rain, come a snowdrop a coming up. Come a lily, come a lilac, come to call, calling all the rest to come and to see.
When a thing is wick and someone cares about it, and comes to work each day like you and me, will it grow?
It will.
Then have no doubt about it. We'll have the grandest garden ever seen. Oh, Dick and I want it all to be wick. Would you come look at it with me?
I'll come every day, rain or shine, if you want me to. All that garden needs is for us to come wake it up.
But, Dickon, what if we save the garden, and then Uncle Archie takes it back? Well, Colin wants it.
What a miracle that would be. Getting a poor crippled boy out to see his mother's garden.
You give a living thing a little chance to grow. That's how you will know if she is a wick. She'll grow, so grow to greet the morning, free from ground below. When a thing is wick, it has a will to grow and to grow.
Come a mild day, come a warm rain, come a snowdrop a coming. Come a lily, come a lilac, come to call, calling all the rest to come.
Calling all of us to come, calling all the world to come.
I promise there's a secret streak of green below, and all through the darkest nighttime, it's waiting for the right time. When a thing is weak, it will grow.
So he picked up his staff and he followed the trail of his smoke to the mouth of the cave. And he bid him come out, yea forsooth, he did shout. Ye full dragon, be gone, or behave.
Stop looking at me! I hate you! You're horrible and ugly under that haystack you call your hair! Master Colin! If you won't close your eyes while she's in my presence, I'll have her sent away! Go away, go
on earth is going on in here?
Isn't anybody going to assault that boy?
Oh, she's not to go near him, Arthur. Those are the doctor's direct orders.
Well, what can it hurt? Mommy likes Mary. Let her have a go at
No,
it.
Martha.
Colin Craven, you stop that! Get away from me! I hate you! Everybody hates you! You'll scream yourself to death in a minute, and I wish you would! Get out of my house! I won't! You stop! I can't stop! That's not a lump on my back. I'm going to die. There is nothing the matter with your horrid back! I'm going to have a hunch on my back like my father and die! Mother, come here and show me his back this minute! I can't, Mary. You won't let me. Show her the lump. Now feel it. There. Where? Right there. No. There's not a single lump there except for backbone lumps, and they're supposed to be there. See? I have them too. See, there's no lump. It's not there? No, it's not. It's not there. You were just cross with me for not coming back when I said I would. Weren't you? Maybe. You weren't. You knew it. I'll leave you two alone, I think. This is nice. I'm sorry. I said all those things about sending Dickon away. I was just so angry when you wanted to be with him instead of me. And then, when you didn't come back, like you said you were coming back, Colin. I'm as lonely as you are. I was just late. That's all. It just took me longer than I thought because I... Because what? Will you promise not to tell if I tell you? I never had a secret before, except that I wasn't going to grow up. I found your mother's garden. Do you mean a secret garden? I've dreamed about a secret garden. It's been locked up out there, just like you've been locked up in...